Well, Facebook and YouTube, it is time for Tuesdays with DX Engineering. This is a show on Tuesdays where we typically have DX Engineering employees that you may have talked to on the phone. Maybe you got an email from them, or maybe you texted with them on the show, and we talk about all things going on at DX Engineering. Today we have Troy, AC8OW. Hello, Troy.
Hello, Tim, and everybody on Facebook and YouTube.
Troy, you've been a big fan of POTA, Parks on the Air, and you're doing, you go out and you do activations yourself, you do chasing, and I know you have some very interesting links to share with our viewers today.
I do, Tim. We have been hard at work coming up with some very POTA SOTA specific products, rather than just, having to take products that we normally use in our shacks and take them out into the field. We've been working hard to develop some things that are very specific to make it much easier and lighter to lug things around out into the field.
Why don't you show us? There you go, Troy.
There we go. So this is the new Carlson portable mast trailer hitch mount. We have some great masts at DX Engineering. We've got our standard fiberglass telescopic mast, and then again, developed just for POTA was the Nomad mast series. But you still need a way to kind of put that up out in the field. So we have come up with these devices in conjunction with Carlson Communications, and this slides right into the trailer hitch of your vehicle, any standard 2-inch receiver, and it will take up to a 2.5-inch mast. A quick, easy, down and dirty way to get your mast up in the air without having to put a lot of guy wires out and guy lines out in the field.
How tall of a mast do you think you could put on this?
So I personally have had our 49-foot our telescopic mast in this unit.
Wow.
It was a little wobbly at the top. I probably wouldn't recommend doing that on a very windy day, but it did do it. And quite honestly, for most POTA activations, I have used the 25-foot fiberglass telescopic mast kit beautifully with no problems whatsoever.
And so, Troy, what kind of an antenna would you support on a mast like that? What can you help our viewers with there?
So personally, I was using our low power end-fed.
Okay.
And let's see if we can bring that up here. Our low power dipole. So I have a pulley at the top of my mast, and I just run that right up the mast, and then run my 2 legs down to the ground. And I've got an instant. I've got my wires preset for different bands, and it's typically for me on POTA it's 20 meters. I've got the wires pre-tuned to 20 meters. I throw it up there, and I've got an instant resonant dipole antenna up in the air.
And that is really cool. And to get the center that high up above ground, and it's a resonant antenna, so you're not going to have. You've got a good choke balun there in the center. So the feed line's going to be very, pretty cold, especially if you've got a good match, you've got the right lengths. Troy, in a lot of these POTA applications, you don't have a good ground to work against and things like that. This makes a world of difference when you have a balanced antenna.
Oh, it certainly does. And it's just amazing how much more how easy it is to acquire those contacts that you need to get that activation in. A lot of POTA activators really struggle with it. But like you said, when you got a balanced antenna that is resonant on a band, man, it just, you get those 5.7, 5.9 reports from all over the country with that dipole up there.
Right. No, it's really good. And this, Bubba, this is for a 2-inch trailer hitch receiver. So, which is pretty standard out there. What other links do you have to share with us today, Troy?
So the next one is kind of a neat little thing. And this is something that we're working on. This is a bandpass filter. This particular one is for 20 meters. So if you're in a field day environment and you're wanting to operate QRP, but you've got the guy next to you running his 100 watts CW on 20 as well, and you're getting that interference, it's real simple to just put this in line, and you've instantly eliminated a lot of that interference that's coming from around you. Again, this is very small. It's basically about, I think it's about 2.5 inches long, very light. You can fit it in your shirt pocket. The 20 meter is coming very, very soon. And we're going to have really a whole series of these for the different bands.
So, Troy, how much power can you transmit through this?
We recommend no more than 20 watts.
20 watts. Okay.
Yep. And I have tested it on FT8 and M110A digital modes at 20 watts, and it's held up very well.
All right. Well, that's great. I see it's not in stock currently, but it will be in stock soon, and we're going to make them for all the bands, the popular HF bands, and some of the lower cost radios that are used for POTA activations don't have real tight front ends. So this is a big help.
It really is, and that's one of the complaints that I hear at Field Day every year is just the again, guys wanting to operate QRP and bringing out some of their lower cost transceivers, and this really helps them is going to help them have a great field day experience.
Right. And do you have something else to show us, Troy?
I do. I've got one more brand new product here. And this one also is not out yet, but it soon will be. And this is a QRP, again, 20 watts or less, 49-to-1 end-fed half-wave matching unit.
Wow. Look how small.
And again, yeah, so small, fit it in your shirt pocket, fit it in the side pocket of your backpack. I just did some testing on one of these the other day, and again, it'll handle the 20 watts with no problem. Makes a great resonant antenna. I cut my wire. I like to cut my wires to be as close to resonant as possible, just to give myself the best possible chances of success. And this unit really performed well.
No, that looks great. 49-to-1, 20 watts, the end-fed vertical antenna Feedpoint kit, $50 gets you going, and provides a really good experience when you're out with Parks on the Air. I do want to look over at the chat room here real quick, Troy, see if we have any questions. We've got Avero is on with us, Kilo Bravo 2 Uniform Echo Whiskey, Levi, Kilo 8 Kilo Alpha Zulu, and Bubba, November 4 Queen Mike. Always good to have Bubba on. And our good friend Mike from down in Florida, who has been on the show and is a big-time POTA guy, Kilo Golf 2
Yep.
Mike, and X-Ray 2 Zulu in Mexico. Let's see, we've got it's still in the middle of the night in Australia, but Victor Kilo 2 India Zulu is on with us. And of course, our good friend Paul, November 6 Papa Sierra Echo. POTA Soda is how many of us started our ham radio journey. And we've got from Finland, Oscar Uniform Fox is on, and it's late at night over there, but and getting colder here as time goes on. I have a screen to show that that I'm really, really passionate about here, which is the new DX Engineering Rewards Program. And Troy, let me know when you see the slide there.
It's there.
All right. And you can click on this right off the front page of the dxengineering.com website. More power in every purchase. So you need to make sure you join up and start racking up your QSO points, because once you get the QSO points, you get the DX bucks, and then you get to redeem the DX bucks, and it makes your purchases less expensive. So there's lots to learn here. For every 250 QSO points, you'll get $5 in DX bucks. They'll be automatically put into your account, but you got to sign up. Troy, what do you think of this program?
Oh, Tim, it's awesome. We're basically paying people to shop with us, when you think about it. And like you said, for every 250 QSO points, every $250 you spend, you're going to get $5 back in DX bucks to spend towards more ham equipment. So that's $5 less that you have to justify to your finance department.
Yeah, it's really good, and we really appreciate our customers, and for being loyal to DX Engineering. Here's a great chance to get money back, and have more money to spend, especially during the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of the holidays, Troy, the Black Friday specials, some of them, not all of them, some of them started yesterday. And so we've got 2 weeks worth of special stuff going on. You got to check the website every day, because, boy, there are lots of great promotions going on.
There are. The manufacturers are announcing stuff on a daily basis. Melanie's throwing stuff out there on a daily basis. Like you said, you've got to be in there every day just seeing what's new in the Black Friday specials.
Yeah, there is going to be some amazing discounts on products. Let's see here, before we shut down for another day, let's go back to the chat room. And Jacob is on from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Jacob is Alpha India 5 X-Ray Radio. And from Washington, D.C., November 2, November Whiskey Kilo. And Levi, now you brought it out after I spent like $8,000 in April. Well, Levi, we're sorry about that, but going forward, you're going to be in great shape. And Troy, do we have any updates on the Kenwood mobile radio? I know that everybody is just asking about that.
People are chomping at the bit for it, but they have not given us any information as to when we're going to see it.
Yeah, it's one of those things that a lot of the manufacturers really hold their cards close. And these days with deliveries, there's always things in play. But, I know it's cold out there, Troy, but how about POTA activations this time of the year? What are you thinking about? Are you going to do anything?
So in years past, I've always quit about this time of the year, but I have committed that I'm going to do at least one POTA activation a month throughout the whole winter. That being said, I'm going to cheat a little bit, not cheat, but wimp out a little bit, and then I'm going to do it from my Jeep. I have a Yaesu 857D and an ATAS 120 antenna in my Jeep, and I'm going to park inside the park and operate from the warmth of the Jeep.
There you go. Well, keep that heater on. Troy, thanks so much for coming on today. It's always a joy to have you on, and thank you for all the things you do for our customers. And thanks to all the DX Engineering staff trying to help people have as much fun as possible with the best hobby in the world. Until next time, 73 from DX Engineering.
7-3, everybody.